Hi guys, it's Miss Maya from the Green Free Library, here to share another story time with you. How are those Christmas preparations coming? I put up my Christmas tree and decorated my house. I have a lot I want to share with you today, so let's get going. First, I want to say hi to my Storytime friends, Anna and Peter, Kate and Andrew, and Ella, Lydia, Quinn, Cerie, Parker, Stanley, and Henry and baby Charlie. And hi to all the other children that come to the library for Storytime. And welcome to everyone else who's watching. Last time we sang Must Be Santa. That's a song that talks about what Santa looks like and what he wears and when he comes. And I told you that this week we'd add the rest of the verses, okay? Do you remember the song? Let's give it a go. Who's got a beard that's long and white? Santa's got a beard that's long and white. Who comes around on a special night? Santa comes around on a special night. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Who wears boots and a suit of, what color? Red, right. Santa wears boots and a suit of red. Who wears a long cap on his head? Santa wears a long cap on his head. Cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Okay, so now we're going to add the rest of the verses. You ready? Who's got a big red cherry nose? Santa's got a big red cherry nose. Who laughs this way? Ho, ho, ho. Santa laughs this way. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Cherry nose, cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Who very soon will come our way. Santa very soon will come our way. 8 little reindeer pull his sleigh. Santa's little reindeer pull his sleigh. Reindeer sleigh, come our way. Ho, ho, ho. Cherry nose, cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Oh, great job, guys. That is a super fun Christmas song, isn't it? Well, let's sit down right now and show me your hands. Open them, shut them, open them, shut them. Give a little clap. Open them, shut them, open them, shut them. Lay them in your lap. Now, I've got the month spelled, well, I've got the letters for the month on my board, what's the name of the month again? December, right. But they're all mixed up, like I've been doing. So, I need you to help me put them in the right order so we can spell December. So, what do we need first? Which letter? D, right. Okay. There we go. And then E, right? Then a letter that goes C. Where's that C? Oh, there it is. S. And another E, right? Then a letter that goes M, correct. Decem. Now we need B, right? And one more E. What's the last letter? Has a R sound. All right. Let me get that up there for you. December. Very good. All right. And now it is time for us to continue our countdown to Christmas. So we need to find Santa here and fix his beard. We got to make it fluffier and whiter, right? We've been putting cotton balls on the days. So today is December 16th. So we need to put cotton balls on what days? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so you hold on while I get my glue stick. Here it is. And I'm going to put some glue on what numbers again? 10, right? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay. Here's my pile of cotton balls. It's a good thing I have a lot of cotton balls, isn't it? There's an 11, a 12, 13, 14, 15, and what was the last one? 16, right. Okay, look at Santa's beard now. Whoo, it's getting pretty fluffy. Okay, good job. Now, did you guys notice I'm wearing a special hat? I bet you did. It's my elf hat. What do you think? There it is. Now, why do you think I might be wearing an elf hat? See, it's even got elf ears. Because we're going to talk about elves, right? Santa would be in trouble without the elves to help him get ready for Christmas. So today, I want to read a book called The Littlest Elf. And it's written by Brandi Dougherty and illustrated by Kirsten Richards. What do you think this little elf is going to do? Oliver was an elf. He lived with his family in the North Pole. There were many elves in Santa's village, but Oliver was the littlest one. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to show you a picture of Oliver. There he is. It was Christmas time, and Oliver was excited. This year, he would discover his special job at one of Santa's workshops. He just needed to visit each one to see which was the right fit. At the toy workshop where his mom worked, Oliver tried to make cuddly teddy bears, but he got lost in the huge stuffing pile. Oliver? An elf asked. Oliver's mom said, "I think you're too little for the toys workshop. Why don't you try helping your dad at the bicycle workshop instead?" So Oliver went to Santa's bicycle workshop. "I'm ready to help," he said. Oliver watched as the elves added wheels and seats and handlebars and bells. But the tools were very big for Oliver's little hands. "Maybe baking is your special job," Oliver's dad told him. "You should visit your brother at the bakery next." Off Oliver went to the bakery. These elves made sugar plum cookies and candy cane squares. But when Oliver tried to stir the cookie dough, "Oliver, look out!" one of the elves shouted. He fell into a giant mixing bowl. "Sorry, Ollie," his brother said. "You're too little for the bakery. Maybe your special job is at the bookmark shop." Oliver arrived at the last of Santa's workshops, where his sister worked. The bookmaker there wrote amazing stories and drew wonderful pictures. "Can I help?" Oliver asked. "Of course," the elves replied. But the ink pot was kind of tough to reach, and the stack of paper was very tall. "Oh, Ollie," his sister cried, "bookmaking was harder and messier than it looked." Oliver, sorry, I keep forgetting to show the pages. I get so interested in the story. Silly me. Oliver wandered through the North Pole. He was sad. Oliver knew there had to be one special job he could do, even if he was little. Then he heard the sound of hoofs clattering on at the stables. Inside, a herd of reindeer had gathered to meet Dot, the new reindeer. She was little, just like Oliver. Dot was very excited to help fly Santa's sleigh. She practiced for the big night by jumping and hopping and leaping, but she could not fly. The reindeer's mama gave her a gentle kiss, but Dot was still too little. Dot looked very sad. Oliver wanted to cheer her up. He dug in his pockets to find a treat for Dot, but instead he found little trinkets from each workshop he had visited. Just then, he had an idea. Oliver and Dot used the tiny treasures to make ornaments, cards, and fun decorations for all the hardworking elves in the village. The littlest elf and the littlest reindeer filled a sleigh with their Christmas treats. They delivered the presents to all the workshops. The elves loved their special gifts. Soon Santa came to see what all the fuss was about. He watched as Oliver and Dot made everyone smile. Suddenly Santa had an idea. "Oliver and Dot," he said, "with your big hearts and great Christmas cheer, won't you be my very important helpers this year?" bet Oliver is happy now. Oliver and Dot had found their special jobs after all. But more important, they had each found a special friend. The end. That was a good story, wasn't it? I'll take that book back to the library, and in a few days it'll be ready for you to check out. Now, mostly elves are good helpers, but sometimes they can get into a little mischief. I know a poem about a little elf who is naughty, and it goes like this. There's the little elf. You see him? Okay. 5 little cookies sitting on a plate, waiting for Santa, but he was running late. Along came an elf, and what do you think he ate? Crunch! 4 little cookies sitting on a plate, waiting for Santa, but he was running late. Along came an elf, and what do you think he ate? Crunch! 3 little cookies sitting on a plate, waiting for Santa, but he was running late. Along came an elf, and what do you think he ate? Crunch! 2 little cookies sitting on a plate, waiting for Santa, but he was running late. Along came an elf, and what do you think he ate? Crunch! 1 little cookie sitting on a plate, waiting for Santa, but he was running late. Along came an elf, and what do you think he ate? Crunch! No more cookies sitting on the plate. You like this little elf? I hope so, because for our project today, we are going to make our own little elf on a stick. So you're going to need a wooden craft stick and some thick paper, cotton balls, Google eyes, glue, and a pom-pom. But remember, you can always substitute supplies if you don't have everything that I use. So make a circle on the paper for your elf's head and cut it out. But remember to have an adult help you with all the cutting parts. In his hat is a triangle. In his collar is kind of a rectangle with crooked sides. Now he needs 2 ears too. They're a little pointed. And he needs a face, and I use Google eyes for his eyes and red dot for his mouth, or for his nose, and I drew on his mouth. So glue all the parts together, and then I added a pom-pom at the top of his hat and pulled a cotton ball apart for the bottom of his hat. So you want to glue everything together, but make sure that the head of the elf is glued securely on your stick, okay? And if you'd like to make the elf hat that I'm wearing, I'll put information on how to do that in the description. So there you have our elf on a stick. And that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you had fun. Take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.